There is no God in the Badlands.
Hey guys, welcome to the podcast. It is Into the Badlands podcast. We're going over episode 1, which is the very first episode to the new series for AMC. And if you guys know, AMC releases pretty much a lot of good series, such as The Walking Dead. And the reason why the series are so popular is because 1, gore, 2, just overall action scenes for days, and overall they just create more of a suspenseful series than most channels. Which is what got me interested into the Badlands. So first of all, it's one of those shows that has a lot of action. Those just brilliant out, no drama like none of that team drama you see at school, none of that stuff, just pure action. Action, action, action. There's occasionally a sex scene, which is, I mean, who doesn't like sex scenes? Yeah, I don't know. For me, sex scenes aren't really that important to series. I mean, unless it's part of the storyline, then I understand that. But just pointless sex scenes, but since it is a new show, it's not really all that popular and new yet. Which it got a little bit of its fame from The Walking Dead, since it kind of pissed off a lot of Walking Dead people because it came on after Walking Dead, and they had to move Talking Dead back an hour, so that kind of pissed off a lot of Walking Dead fans, but it was a pretty good show. I liked it. Like I said, AMC does amazing work with their shows. Just they do a lot of action scenes in their shows, and makes it beautiful, makes it amazing. So if you guys don't know what Badlands is about, it's pretty much this army of clippers. They train kids into being clippers, and it's kind of like, I don't have to say the feeling of the show itself would have to be like a Mad Max mixed with samurais type of thing, because it does feel like Mad Max, except without all the sand. It's just like, that's just the feel of it when you first watch it, and hopefully it's like that the whole entire series. I love Mad Max, and seeing that imported into a TV series that's kind of like Mad Max, plus with samurais, it's gonna be pretty. Badlands is a whole out war area. It's everyone for themselves, which is why they created the I can't speak today. Clippers, to pretty much take over and make sure people don't do like stuff, I guess. But overall, it's pretty much all out war. It's the Badlands are pretty much like I said, it's like Mad Max. Everyone's for themselves. Everyone has groups. Everyone has kind of like The Walking Dead. If you watch The Walking Dead, there's groups. With each one has survivors, and they all go against each other pretty much. That's what it's about. But yeah, the show has samurais, so it's pretty beast, and it has motorcycles. Motorcycles mixed with samurais turns out to be a pretty cool thing, especially when you first watch the beginning scene into the Badlands. It really draws you in. But yeah, like I said, the show's bloody, which is a good thing. It has a lot of gore, which is sometimes people don't like that, but for me, I'm more I like horror movies for myself. And with these bloody and gore scenes, I don't know, it just makes it feel more like realistic and more action based. And I mean, it's not really needed, but it makes it more of a better like action scene. So you know that this guy got like stabbed in the back and there's blood everywhere, so it feels realistic. And a lot of shows don't even do that. Like, they don't even show blood, which doesn't really feel realistic at all. But let's talk about the episode. So the episode itself was the very first episode. It was a pilot episode, and we first see spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. I need to put that in the beginning of my videos. I need to start doing that. So what first of happens is he's pretty much entering the Badlands, and he stumbles upon a crashed car with like all the human cargo, and all of them are dead, but one escaped. And you see that guy. You see the one that escaped throughout the whole entire episode, and it wasn't like he didn't escape and die. he got captured by a group of people, which he then on kills in the future. Well, actually, the main guy, um, which they put him into a box, which I think was kind of funny. But they put him into a box, and yeah, he pops out whenever he kills them all. So far, that's gonna be my favorite character so far in the series is the main guy, because one, he fucking okay. So when you grab a guy's arm and you twist it 3 times, you actually feel the pain of that happening, and it makes you feel like you're actually in the TV show, and it's amazing. But the whole boxing was just overall, like, it was funny some parts, and then some parts it was just amazing action. Um, and I'll try to show a clip right here. If I can. Oh, hope you enjoyed that clip. Oh, but yeah, he pops out of a box, and he like just gets captured again by the main guy and brought to this camp. It's like a clipper camp, where he's forced to be a clipper, and it's just he trains them, and there's a bunch of, like, useful scenes with the other characters where it introduces the other characters. I don't know the full names, but a lot of them are pretty much important, but I don't think they're gonna be really important to later on the series, because the main guy with the beard, the one that wants to keep the boy to use him, would probably be introduced later into the series, because in this episode it wasn't like really that involved. He was more towards the just talking about how he was gonna, like, capture the boy and then use his powers or something, and so he wasn't really that important in this episode. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna be important later in the episodes, because I'm pretty sure if he's trying to use the boy for his powers, he probably has stuff himself. Like, he probably wants to, like, try to gather the powers or something. I don't know about that, but that's for later episodes. That's what my predictions are for later series, and yeah. Alright, so one of the fight scenes, the boy pretty much goes crazy on a kid and beats him. And then later on the episode, you find him in, like, a dark room, and the kid's pissed off that he got defeated, and the kid's eyes start glowing, which again proves that, like, the powers and stuff. And he goes completely psycho and kills him, which is awesome. Once again, it was a bloody action scene. It was amazing. But his eyes start glowing, and it makes you think, holy crap, that's fucking amazing. It's like seeing as like a superhero movie for the first time. For example, Spider-Man. Like, you don't know all he can do, but this boy can now, like, go on full on psycho and just go crazy, and it's amazing. It's really bloody and, like, amazingly action, and it's really cool to see that this TV series is actually not one of those TV series that, like, what do you call it? Like, when they make fake action scenes where it looks like, well, you can tell that it's fake. This one actually looks realistic as hell. Extremely realistic. And that's what draws you in also. Later on in the series, you see the main guy that drives a motorcycle. By the second episode, I will have all the names. I just can't remember names. I'm really bad with names. He rides into, I guess, a city. I don't know what city it is, but it is a city. And then a car drives up, and I guess the samurais come out of the car, or actually from the alleys, and then try to kill him. He takes them all out, and then the woman walks out. So the woman is actually trying to use the boy for her own thing, I guess, just like the bearded guy in the camp. But that, I don't know what he's going to use him for. I guess for his powers or something, because it doesn't really talk much about her in the first episode. Once again, I'm pretty sure we're going to talk about her in the second, third, fourth episode. But the first episode was just pretty much the pilot episode, which is talking about people trying to use the boy for his powers, and the main guy sees that and lets me go with that in the episode. So hopefully the next episode will be out next week. The boy went to the sewers, got out, and we'll see what happens in the next episode. So I think it's gonna be this podcast. Well, it's not really a podcast. But I'm gonna start inviting people to this podcast, guys, and let people share their opinions of the show. And I plan to make this a weekly series where I talk about Into the Badlands, and just pretty much go over every episode. If you missed an episode, you can just watch this, and I'll catch you up on every episode. Yeah, peace. Make sure to check out GameChatLive and all those videos and the live streams and the podcast. Make sure to check out Jerky XP. Make sure to check out just everything. Make sure to check out my channel as well. And everyone else's channel, Shots Cast and Cameron Myers. All their channels will be down below. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time, next week, next Monday morning, and I'll catch up on Into the Badlands. Peace. See you.